Hi everybody, this is DearMamaSal, and in today's vlog I talk a little bit about how I'm making meals for one. I also talk a bit about my experience down at Benji and Judy's and how I found that the way in which they eat in moderation really does make a difference, and it inspired me no end. So I thought I'd just talk a little bit about some of the changes I'm making in my life and see if it makes sense to any of you. I am not sure what sort of impact it's having on the weight, but I definitely am quite pleased with myself the way that I'm changing slowly. You know, one little step at a time is what I'm doing. And a bit like quitting smoking. Just everything I do, one step better is one step better. So I hope you enjoy the vlog, and thank you for listening. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe. It's what keeps us going. And don't forget, if it's helped you, maybe it'll help one of your friends. This is DearMamaSal saying enjoy the vlog. Well, good morning everybody. This is DearMamaSal on a very pleasant Thursday morning. Yay, Thursday, for those of you who don't know. I don't work on Fridays, so Thursday is my Friday. It is 12 degrees centigrade here in southern British Columbia in Canada, which would make it, I think, about 54 in Fahrenheit. I hope you've all had a really good 24 hours. I'm busy. You know, they're tearing up the road. That's a little bit better. Wow. You know, it's an ongoing struggle. For some reason, I've got the most repaired road in the business, or you know, they're busy widening it, and they've been widening it for, with all due respect, I think the 18, 20 years that I've lived in the area. It's just an amazing thing. and now today, you know, a big section of where I have to drive, you know, was over very wobbly dirt. So I didn't even bother to try and broadcast, because I realized that was an exercise in futility, because my voice would have been doing this as well. You're very unstable. And some of you are saying that would be fitting. I can hear you. So good feedback yesterday, guys, on the emergency preparedness thing. And nice to hear that some of you actually are pretty ready. And I always love hearing from the pet owners who sort of almost start with the pet needs before they start with their own, and that's lovely to hear, obviously. That was my big sadness yesterday, I have to say. That was just thinking about the animals that probably perished in that fire because they were in stables or they were in fields. I'm just hoping that, you know, firefighters got to a lot of them and released them. But it is the sadness of Mother Nature, unfortunately. Now, to me, the surprising thing is that that is in an area that is pretty up there in terms of we're not talking California here, we're talking you know, middle Canada, and that's pretty up there. I thought I'd just talk to you a bit about what's on my mind. I've been driving half the way to work and realized that I wasn't vlogging. And then I just realized why. I'm busy thinking about my other computer that wouldn't start, and that is in intensive care at the moment somewhere. And part of me is grieving, not that I know I've lost it, but just the fact that I cannot put up the video that I had in there, because I had already transferred video from the weekend, and it had to do with Benji, Judy and the children, and Benji cooking me an unbelievable cognac steak. Oh, that was so good. Cognac, yeah, cognac in cream. It just was. I mean, if that's eating healthily, bring it on. But you know, it really is something that I want you to be aware of, is that what you notice when you're living in the house 24/7 is balance. You know, you will wake up and have green juice as a matter of course. You know, you don't even think about it. It's what you do when you're there. And then you notice that Benji is filling himself, I mean, he fills himself with protein on a regular basis. And I say protein because you will see him snack on a boiled egg, or cook himself some little sausages. I don't mean the big English sausage, I mean almost like the cocktail sausages or stuff like that. Because what he's doing all the time is feeding his body so he can run. He's filling his body with protein because he's running. And Judy as well, because she's also training. And after 2 days of eating with them, now, don't get me wrong, I had my bread and cheese, and they know I love to snack on that, so the first thing I do when I go there is grab myself some brie and a baguette, and I'm good for the weekend. But, you know, it really does make you think about when they snack, they don't snack. And so part of what I've been doing this week is really be more aware of what proteins I'm putting into my body, rather than just how much food. Now, I've decided that while I'm working, it's easier for me to take my green juice, if you like, in the form of salad and an apple, a green apple. It's easier for me to take that to work. And then in the evenings, when I come home, I make myself a red juice. And that would be strawberries, a slice of beetroot, a slice of lemon, some ginger, a red apple. And I literally popped all those into my magic bullet. And blend it, and it works beautifully. I'm actually quite surprised how well my magic bullet makes mushes up all that stuff. So I'm getting all the fiber, but on the other hand, I am getting the green at lunchtime. Now, I'm pretty sure that those of you who live alone probably hit the same problem that I hit. You know, if you only go shopping once a week, you have to be careful about, you know, what you buy so that it doesn't spoil. And so I thought I'd mention that I found, I don't know if any of you have found this, I found that romaine lettuce, the organic one that you get 3 in a bag, that actually can last 2 weeks quite easily, which is great. I just keep it in my crisper drawer, and if you actually leave it together, it works pretty well for the whole 2 weeks. The other thing I found out was that kale, you can freeze it. For those of you who want to add kale to your juicing. Because what I found was I was buying it, and I was buying a big bunch of it and then throwing 99.9% of it away. So you don't need as much kale as you think. And the other thing is it freezes, as does bok choy, for example. So when I'm making a stir fry, I will just go to my freezer and I'll pull out a head of bok choy and I'll just chop it up, which actually makes it quite easy to chop up. And it works beautifully, because you're going to cook it anyway. Now, the other thing I'm doing, as some of you know, is I am taking fiber, extra fiber. And today I bought a fiber tablet with me to work. And the reason for that is because I haven't bought very many carbs with me to work, and my body starts to crave I don't know why. At lunchtime it's going to crave carbs. You know, hello, do I have a bun here, or do I have whatever? So what I decided, I bought fruit for my lunch, and I've chopped up oranges, strawberries in a big bowl so I can just munch while I work. And I also bought an extra apple for the afternoon snack. But in case I get what I call a case of the munchies, where I really do find that I need something, what I've done is I bought a fiber tablet, and I thought what I can do is just chew on that and drink water, and that probably will satisfy my cravings for a while. And so I bought one tablet, and you know, it's easy to break it in half. It's made to break in half. So I just, whenever I get a craving, I'm just going to take half a fiber tablet and top it up with a glass of water. And see how that works. I definitely have noticed that I'm changing the way I eat in the evenings. Now, I don't think I talked about it because I was going to, I probably had the video somewhere, but on Sunday I cooked two things. I cooked some rice, and I cooked some mac and cheese, because I was way overdue for mac and cheese. And I put them in 2-cup mason jars. I did have mac and cheese on Sunday night. So the reason I'm mentioning this is because when I come home at night, the rice is already cooked. It's in the fridge, and all I need to do is take it out and put it in a bowl and add, oh, I also pre-cooked vegetables. You know, celery, onion, corn, a whole lot of vegetables. So I come home and I can grab a cup of rice, a cup of vegetables, and then I just choose my protein. What am I going to put on top of it? Am I going to put chicken, turkey, or ham? All of which I have now. I'm getting into the habit of doing this when I cook a roast. I then take the bits that are left over and I bag them into what I call individual helpings to add to my dinners at night. It's working really well. It's a very simple system. Because I found that I'm inclined to eat that more than I am maybe the stews and things. But the fact that I can just add a bag of vegetables or a bag of, you know, or a couple of bits of chicken or some other meat just makes it much easier. It makes making dinner when I get home at night very, very quick and easy. Hope that helps some of you. This is DearMamaSal saying bye-bye for now. Thank you.